Hey there viewers, so we're here to talk about Rouge. It's my favourite deck. I love it so much. It's so nice playing this deck again. So I'm here to talk about will Dracos become meta again. So Dracos have become meta a few times. They're a really powerful deck. They can run Raw Decree, they can run Anti-Spell Fragrance, they can run Goes a Match, Ravi the Warlords, that's what they run. You've got March of the Monarchs. So obviously this one in any deck, but a lot of players do run Infinite Permanence, Card of Demise, you've got your Diagrams at 3, you've got Dynamite, Ignis at 3, you can run Ghost Reaper, Winter Cherries if you'd like as well. You can run Domain of the Monarchs as well to stop your opponent even accessing an extra deck. This deck is powerful and did not get touched one bit on the ban list, which I am obviously very happy about. I'm a happy boy. So this deck is really good, and I definitely think it has potential to be meta, because you can just stun your opponent out, lock him out of everything, and stop him from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And obviously you've got the extremely powerful spell and trap cards in the deck as well, which you can just shuffle back cards from graveyard to deck, draw cards. You can draw cards equal to the amount sent to the graveyard. You get your diagram. You can also pop any cards on the field or in the hand. And some of you don't know, there's a funny play with diagram you can do is activate diagram, and at the same time activate Call by the Grave, and then you can chain the diagram and you can pop the Call by the Grave, which is really cool. So you'd have to use any of your resources if you don't want to. So, and obviously by Ghost Reaper, this deck does not need an extra deck, and barely ever special summons, which is fantastic. Only ever special summon by using the trap card. But this deck is all tribute summons or normal summon by a Mono Watto, and that's another thing, a Mono Watto as well. You can stop hand traps on your turn. Obviously you can't stop impermanence, but you can stop Droll, Ash, Ogre, you name it, stopping them all in their tracks, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Because you literally just go along with your turn without being interrupted, and I think that's phenomenal. So this deck is really good. So I've not played this deck. I played this deck quite a long, this build anyway, a few times. I've beat Sky Striker Trickstars twice. Invoked Hand Trap, which is pretty funny. That was pretty great. Beat that as well. And so far this deck has seen success to me as well, and I'm hoping at some point to get my side deck up a little bit, main deck up a bit, and then eventually take it to tournaments and see how well I do as well. So this deck is powerful, and with it not being touched, and you can also target Goki extra link wards without Nightmare Goblin now as well, I definitely think this deck will see play. Because like I said, you can just stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So very powerful. You can also run like March of the Monarchs as well to stop your True Dracos from being destroyed by card effects or being targeted by card effects, which is really cool. So like, oh sorry Widow Anchor, you can't do anything to my monster. So, and you can stop a lot of plays in that way as well. So, like I said, not using an extra deck is really powerful. So if you get extra linked, doesn't really matter. Obviously if they're Tri-Gate, it'd be a different story. I'm just saying, like an extra link doesn't stop your plays, it won't force you to scoop. So, there's really no need if you don't run an extra deck. Like I said, you can always run Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries to get rid of all those cards. You can get rid of Firewall, you can remove Tri-Gate Wizard, you can remove any of the Nightmare cards, you can pretty much do anything you want, which is obviously really powerful. Obviously, Ghost Reaper can be cooled, but cooldown at 2 might be a little bit less consistency in it, which is always nice. I personally always run it at 2 anyway, but some people do run it at 3. Rightfully so. So this deck is just really powerful. It's extremely cheap as well, actually. Some of the main deck and side deck stuff isn't. I mean, the deck itself is pretty cheap. You got Dynamite, that's like a couple of pounds. Dragonic Diagram. I bought Dragonic Diagram back in the day when it was £70. I brought a play set, and obviously Masterpiece being at like a ridiculous amount of money as well. So to see this card at £1 to £2 is really sad. So much money on that. The only thing is Ignis, the Draco. So Ignis, he's about like, he went up to like 15 I think at one point. So he's the only one that's going to cost you a bit of money. But for the most part, Magically Maiden, all the spell and trap cards are only like £1 or £2 anyway. So they're really cheap. And you can go for like a cheap build of like main deck and side deck anyway. So this deck has just so much versatility and utility as well, and just run anything you want and it's okay. So really powerful deck. So this deck has potential, can stun your opponent out, lock him out, doesn't need an extra deck, doesn't special summon, got a mono auto to stop hand traps. This deck is just insanely powerful, and I just wanted to make a video because I love this deck so much. I wanted an excuse to put two Dracos in my video again. So yeah, just a really powerful deck, and I can definitely see this being not top tier meta, but maybe coming in at like 4th or 5th, probably above Mech Knight invoked. Obviously because it doesn't run an extra deck, you can also run, where is it? I think it's on my side. You can also run D barrier as well, because you don't run an extra deck, so you can stop invoked. And yeah, really powerful. So you can stop a lot of plays, stop invoked completely. And obviously, if you have like other rogue matchups like Cyber Dragons and bits like that, you can always just run D barrier, and there's lots of versatility about those as well. And yeah, just a really powerful deck. And like I said, running D barrier as well, just really powerful against, especially if you're going against like rogue decks or things like that, because there's a lot of time to do rely on extra decks. So, and I say we just go reaper them anyway. So really powerful. I just want an excuse to talk about Dracos. But this deck can definitely be meta, and I can see it being the low tier meta. You know, Masterpiece Gone is a huge hit, but at the same time the deck's definitely not dead and can still play very well. It's just more of a stun variant than just kind of like getting out Masterpiece now. So yeah, and all the cards are not being hit. So yeah, really happy. And this definitely meta is all the crazy versatility and all the crazy cards you can run in this deck. There really is no limitations. So I'll talk to you guys later. It's my random video. I just want to have an excuse to talk about two Dracos. So I'll talk to you later.